I'll blend video. Howdy people! Today is Tuesday, February 25th. It's 4:35 p.m. and about 7 degrees Celsius, and I think it just started raining lightly. 'Tis no good if it is, as I don't have an umbrella, but oh well. I see some people in the chat already. Aiden Thompson, McGuire, Kaplan, Darlene, Rohit, Daniel Barry, Alicia Lewis, Omer, Marge, Ginger Giraffe, Peppermint, Harjot, Canadian Vasily, Major Trader 8, Zach McNally, Jeffrey Wu, thank you so much for tuning in. Drew Costin is here as well. Don't ask me what I'm doing in the woods. This is totally not because the washrooms at Bloor Young Station were out of service. And I used my local knowledge to think, where can I go? So maybe I got off, not at the stop I wanted to, but it's the stop I got off. And howdy folks, thanks so much for tuning in. If you want to join into the chat, you do have to be subscribed to the channel, but if not, then no one's forcing you to. There's the look into the valley. I am standing just north of Castle Frank Station. I totally didn't come in here to do a number 2 on one of these beautiful trees. Not at all. I came here to admire the nature of it all. I almost didn't live stream this afternoon. I had an interesting day. I woke up this morning and I had plans to go to the Google Canada offices at 11:30. And initially I was thinking I might just live stream this morning and finish there. But I decided to premiere a video instead. I went out and I made a video. Instead, walking to the Google offices. Got to tour the office, had lunch there. Went home, worked out, and now we're out doing this. From the guy asking how I was doing. But as you can see, we're having a bit of a melt. Yeah, I think we can cross here, why not? Weather is warm enough. I think it's about 6 or 7 degrees Celsius. So, the city of Toronto's snow clearing efforts have been nothing short of spectacularly horrible, but Mother Nature is doing the heavy lifting for us, it seems. So we're going to cross the Bloor Viaduct and then kind of head northeast into East York. I was going to get off at Broadview Station and then go up to the Chester Hill Lookout, but we're going to pass on that. Instead of the Chester Hill Lookout, we're going to get to cross the viaduct. Greetings, Philip. Olivia says, much warmer indeed. Look, Ma, no gloves. Also, no hat. It's been a while since I've been out hat-free. And look at this. I did a video walking across this, and it was a snowy, slushy mess, and that was before the big snowstorm a week and a half ago. That was just after a midweek snowfall, and the roads have cleared up. The bike lanes are actually usable. Again, no help to the city of Toronto for that. The sidewalks are good. Christopher Walking is walking. Neat. Frankie says live from East York. Not quite. I put East York and I started in downtown Toronto, of all things, although we'll only be in downtown Toronto for another minute or two. We should be streaming for about 90 minutes or so today. That's the usual stream length. And just a reminder, this one is in 4K, 60 frames per second. Do hit your settings cog and max out the quality if you want to watch it in its full glory. Greetings, Peter Stock. Hope you're doing well. And it is just lightly drizzling rain. It did this for my walk this morning. Then this afternoon, when I left the Google office, it wasn't raining at all. So I think it's been kind of drizzling off and on throughout much of the day. Van Gambler, $2. Summer soon. I wish. We are in the midst of February, my friend. This is technically only like a little over the halfway mark of winter, but thank you so much for the $2. Certainly a lot nicer being out streaming in this weather. I think all these walking around in a snow-filled city videos are coming to an end. Young Dundas says, do I watch any other streamers? I try to, but I'm fairly busy doing whatever it is I do. But often I'll put Ken on or something if he's streaming during dinner time. And I'll try to tune into Action Kids live streams. But there is where I live, Yonge and Eglinton. Those towers off in the center. You can really zoom in. Although it's just the shitty iPhone zoom. Hey, Dirk G. Hope you're keeping well over in Germany. You just had a big election over there. If I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, what would it be? I'll answer that in a second. Randy Ruck, $5. Randy Ruck, thank you so much for the $5. Much appreciated. And Marge, $5 for a drink. of my choice. Thank you so much, Marge and Randy Ruck. And since you're asking if I can only eat one food for the rest of my life, what would it be? It would probably be my whole food meal replacement smoothie, because I think you would eventually be nutrient deficient in something if you didn't try to eat some kind of complete meal. But if you're talking pure indulgence, cheese duck galbi might be at the top of the list. But we are crossing over the Don Valley. Right at the end of this viaduct, Bloor Street is no more. It is Danforth Avenue on the other side. And downtown is no more. We'll be in Riverdale. Noni says, Johnny, your hair is looking extra volume today. Are you using the hair powder? You caught me. This is the hair powder. I put it on this morning before I went out. And I worked out. I didn't have time to take a shower after I worked out. I'm going to have to shower again tonight. There's a look back towards downtown. Greetings, Drawable. Rocking the channel membership. I think we have 271 channel members. And throw on a whole bunch of Patreon supporters on top of that. Thank you so much, guys. We're getting to the end of the month and I still have to do the members exclusive video. Michelle asking, do I use creatine? I just started taking it 3 weeks ago. I didn't load. I'm just doing the 5, I think it's milligrams per day. Or grams. I don't even know. The monohydrate. Mike Landry, $2. Hello, Johnny and everyone. Mike Landry, thank you so much for the $2. Hello to you, good sir. Greetings, Jeanette Morales. Hope you and the grandbabies are doing well. This is Broadview Avenue coming up, and usually when I'm streaming, we're either heading east into Greektown or going south down past Riverdale Park into East Chinatown. We're going in this direction, the opposite direction of what I'm walking, but we're going to go north, I think. We'll head north up Broadview for a little bit, and that'll take us into East York. Alicia Lewis. I did decide to go live today, and tomorrow hopefully I can make 2 or 3 regular videos. I might even do an e-bike video. It's been a while. Not sure what that honk was for. The subway rolling underneath. But straight ahead, the Plater Estates and Greektown. But we're gonna hang a left here. Whoa, that guy just fell down straight ahead. Hopefully he's okay. The stream must have caught that. And he broke his fall with his hands. It's always a recipe for some scrapes and maybe a sprain. This is Broadview Avenue, so we're going to head north up into East York. One of the best ramen noodle joints in the city is just up here on the left. And they've got another location in Greektown, where I ate somewhat recently. And I think about half an hour ago, there was no service between Broadview and Woodbine. For whatever reason. That's a very regular occurrence.
Oh, you should.
There's a 508 Lakeshore. That streetcar is going all the way to Long Branch. That is a far, far place, all the way in the far west end of the city. And there's View's Noodle Bar. And if you get the chance to go here, there's also, I forget the name, it goes by a slightly different name over on Danforth, but 10 out of 10 ramen. Ooh, I gotta go back to Japan. Hard Rock Nails. But as I said earlier, we're a few blocks from East York. We'll be leaving Riverdale. And this is north up Broadview Avenue. Gift shop, pharmacy, medical clinic, a Rexall. Guy dumpster diving. Greetings, MP 411. Alicia says time for Johnny to get on a plane. Good time to get away. I think I'm not going to announce the next time I do that. I think I'm just going to pop up somewhere else. I think that's the plan. Cam didn't get their voting card yet. That sucks. I got mine. There's an excellent little cafe over there. Michelle says, any plans to travel somewhere in Canada? Yeah, hopefully this summer. I was going to go to Vegas, but F that. I am not spending a cent for the next 4 years at least down south. Sorry about that, but not sorry at all. Yeah, he says, careful about the black ice. I don't think that's a concern. It's been well above zero 2 days in a row now. Jeanette, $15 towards a hearty protein dinner. Jeanette, you know just what the doctor ordered. Thank you so much for the $15. A hearty dinner. Oh, there's a martial arts studio. Puddles? Yeah. Black ice? No, not a worry. But thank you, Jeanette. Van Gambler. Of all the people, Van Gambler said I wanted to go to Vegas too. Yeah, I was talking to some friends. We were looking at different hotels on the strip. You can actually get some pretty nice deals at some very nice hotels these days. And flights are fairly cheap. The only thing that's not cheap is doing anything in Las Vegas, but I have no desire to go south of the border any longer. So hopefully this summer that can be transformed into a trip to Canada or somewhere abroad. I'm sure I'll go to Europe again. Randy Ruck says we're not going to the States. And it's funny when Americans get offended by that online. Like, why are they booing our anthem? How disrespectful of them. It's like, should be painfully obvious for anyone with a functioning brain. Oh, sorry to hear you had a fall, Alicia. Amazing Laser Clinic. Greetings, Bruce. So this is Chester Hill up ahead. You could turn left and get a pretty nice view of the skyline at the Chester Hill lookout. And I'll come back and live stream from that area at some point. Hopefully that car wasn't honking at the guy on the e-scooter. He was doing no harm. Just out here trying not to get run over. MP411 says be sure to check your windshield washer fluid. Yeah, this muck can certainly screw up your visibility. Is spring feel in the air? No. But it's certainly not as frozen as it was. And we are knee-deep in Peter Tabin's territory. He's the MPP, the incumbent, who is virtually a lock for this area. Broadview Cleaners. Not Jimmy James grocery shop. Hopefully they're just renovating. Oh my, it looks like there might be a spectacular sunset taking place. I'm gonna speed walk this because I don't want to miss that if that's the case. It doesn't look like it, right? But there's just this huge orange glow coming from the sky. Sorry about the detour A. Now we've got some sloppy conditions to walk through. So I lied. I said I wasn't going to check out the Chester Hill lookout. But we are. Yeah, he says sunset isn't until 6 p.m. No shit, but you know, you can kind of see it earlier. The sun is creeping down towards the horizon and the sky is lit up. There's a pretty intense glow. So hopefully this little detour is not for naught. I put East York in the title and we've spent 25 minutes so far, not in East York. Bruce says probably we'll get a nice sunset as it's all sun in Hamilton. Don't go stealing our prairie sunsets. Hello, Sarah Quinton. Thank you. Diva Tequila is here. You finally got through the other night on the Johnny Stumbles channel. Hopefully we can catch a view of the skyline. Oh no, that intense sky doesn't seem to be hovering over the downtown area too much, but we'll give it a look. And there's a big pile of snow blocking the area where you go up close to get a view, but A plus is the view from here. That's just the north end of the downtown skyline. Yorkville, the CN Tower part is over there towards the financial district. Lisa says, damn good sky. That is what drove me to walk this way. I was originally going to skip it. Ready Eddie is here. Greetings, Ready Eddie. Hope all is well. Dream Machine says this stream looks amazing. 4K 60 frames per second. Thank you. That's the whole point. We're just going to chill here for a second. See the CN Tower over there. Rain is picking up a little bit. And you can hear the sounds of the Don Valley parking lot down below. Holly Green says, hi from the UK. Hello, Holly Green. Bot says we have so many smart folks who leave to work in the US. We need to entice them to stay and develop Canadian software. Canadian YouTube, Amazon, huge opportunity. The brain drain is real. There's still a lot of big tech companies up here though. And YouTube and Google actually employ a lot of Canadians. I was at the Google head office today in Toronto. Yeah, we definitely need to do more to pay our doctors properly so they stop getting educated here and then taking their services down south. But if we paid them properly, then Doug Ford would have no reason to privatize healthcare. Anyways, greetings, Jason Thompson. Jeff Payne says One Bloor West is getting up there. Yeah, it's surpassed One Bloor East. And the rain is picking up. And here I am without an umbrella. Alright, I'll give you 20 seconds of ASMR, then we'll take off. All right, the beginnings of what will hopefully be an excellent sunset, but it's possible we just saw the best part of it. It all depends on the clouds at this point. Did they give me Google swag? They fed me lunch. Not sure what more you would want than that. Major Trader says, what's my data bandwidth setup? I have 3 different providers, but I'm only using 2. I found Rogers and Bell is enough. We go at 20 megabits per second, and we've used up 5 gigs so far in this stream. As for the amount, it's not a worry. I've got over 400 gigs at my disposal each month, so not a problem. But we're going to make our way back over to Broadview. I thought that little detour was probably worth it. Hey, a bird feeder. Dirk G gifted 1 channel membership and not a bot. The lucky recipient. Dirk G, thank you so much for the channel membership and not a bot. Welcome to the ranks of channel membership. And yeah, I'm wearing that hair powder, as someone pointed out. I can literally just do whatever I want and it stays in place. It's kind of freaky because it stays soft. I'm sure it's carcinogenic or something. I don't know what kind of black magic it uses. But we're going to go north at Broadview. I don't know if I'm going to take O'Connor over or Mortimer or Cosburn, but we'll pick a street and we'll get moving along it. Yeah, the test will be in the hotter weather if my iPhone doesn't overheat. It's a 15 Pro. And I was speaking with someone who's kind of an expert. He said that since the iPhone tends to native record in 4K, using 1440p is actually more work and will cause it to overheat. So I might have to drop down to 1080p 60 in the summertime, or buy some kind of fan to slap on the iPhone. We'll see. Maybe the iPhone 16 Pro can hold up. In theory, it's more powerful. It should have better thermals. Or maybe the software I use will finally support Android, and I can just throw all my iPhones in the trash where they belong. Oh, well, that's a problem for another day. Do you ever go to the Downsview area? Yeah, we've streamed up around there a few times. I've got a few videos from up around there. Candier, thank you. Thank you. All right, I do believe we have entered the former borough of East York. And looking over there, the sky isn't as intense as it was. So we had pretty good timing checking out the Chester Hill Lookout. But the title of this stream is no longer disingenuous. We are actually in East York. And I bet the people with west-facing views have an awesome view because they've just got the valley in front of them. Nice sweeping views of the city. Dean says, how do I donate to your channel? It's entirely not necessary, but I appreciate the sentiment. There's a super chat button at the bottom. You can join channel membership. If you want to do it incognito, you can send a PayPal. If you're wondering what charity I support the most in this area, it would be the Humane Society, and Princess Margaret would be second. Just feels worth mentioning those because I think they're fantastic causes. This is Mortimer. So we could turn left here and head down Pottery Road, and that'll stick us right in the Don Valley. Let's go right and we'll go along Mortimer a bit. There's a pretty steep drop down there into the valley. Oh, Vivian Johnson's here. Good evening, Vivian. Hope all is well. This corner looks odd with, yeah, there was a building right there, right? On the northeast corner. Greetings, Sandra Lester. As we walk east in East York. Someone's got their vanity mirror, or their old vanity mirror out. We'll take this a few more blocks east at least. Yeah, melty snowman. Hopefully this gimbal is waterproof. Oh well. At least this is what audio am I using today. Does it sound off? We're using the DJI Mic 2 today. I'm too lazy to repair these things, so I have the Mic Mini paired. It's my Osmo Pocket 3, and I use the Mic 2 with the iPhone. Mic 2 today. Greetings, Donkey Balls. Oh, one sec. Ooh. Hopefully this rain lets up. So this is Logan. I guess it's longer to Pape than I thought. Yeah, Lisa, I checked the forecast before I went out. I didn't think to bring an umbrella. I had a thought to take Hosburn over, but I think I streamed along Hosburn into East York before. All right, Crikey, enjoy your Ajax walk. Hey, we found Centennial College. I should check out Topham Park. I'll look into that. We are nearing Pape. Let's go north through Pape Village. Alicia Lewis, $3. Cheers for yet another wonderful live stream. Alicia Lewis, thank you so much for the $3. There's a celebratory 10 there, your 10th super chat. No cheers to this guy for having no idea how stop signs are supposed to work. But thank you, Alicia Lewis. As we enter Pape Village, we'll be walking past a lot of construction. There's like a diner over there. King Dining. Lisa wore a spring coat today. There's a barber shop. True Greek experience. For the longest time, there was prohibition, and this area didn't have any alcohol. And that led to an intensification of Danforth Avenue and Greektown south of here, which actually has one of the highest concentration of restaurants in the world for a commercial strip. The Junction did something similarly stupid and had prohibition, I think up until like 2000. And when you do that, you actually have the opposite effect. You have more crime, more undesirable activity, less businesses flourishing. Thank you. Dentistry on Pape Okuyama Karate Do. This is Floyd Avenue. We're going to hit one of these areas where Metrolinx has blocked off the sidewalk, giving a death sentence to the businesses behind it or beside it. It's the crosstown madness all over again. There's Pape Fruit Market. Look at this sidewalk closed. The street is quiet. Look at that. Imagine having a business behind that. And what does Metrolinx do for these businesses? They hang a sign up. We saw a lot of places go out of business thanks to Metrolinx on Eglinton. There's been a lot of attention online already brought to the plight of Pape Village. Plant Republic. And look at all these businesses that have been expropriated. Clayton is enjoying soup. There's another entire block over there, including some residential. As we make it to Cosburn Avenue. You know what? Let's take Cosburn over. We don't need to go up to O'Connor. We're gonna miss a little retail stretch on Donlands, but I did a video through there not too long ago. Got apartment buildings, bike lanes. Digital Blade Candace says, why would a station take up so much space? I have no idea. When I lived in Seoul, entire subway lines were built from start to finish in the 5 years that I lived there, including 2 lines that popped up in my neighborhood. And it just kind of appeared like magic. There was some areas where there was construction hoarding on the streets, but no businesses were inconvenienced. Nothing was blocked off, no buildings were expropriated. Entrances to the subway stations just kind of popped out of the sidewalk like magic. But here in Toronto, with a considerably less complicated infrastructure, it seems we have to bulldoze blocks and blocks to build an LRT line or the Ontario subway line. I'm no engineer, but I would like to know the answers too. Look at that. This is getting sprayed, waiting to happen. Yikes. Lazy construction workers. I think it's more like corrupt / incompetent people calling the shots. If you look at the Eglinton Crosstown LRT and what a debacle that has been. Everyone gave the TTC crap for their York University extension. And I guarantee you, if Eglinton was in the TTC's hands, it would be up and operating by now. We are making our way over to Donlands Avenue. Thank you, Infinity Act. As the stream hits the 55-minute mark, there's snow removal crews up ahead. Anyone want to enjoy a mud puddle bath? Not me. RMX of Nothing saw them testing streetcars on Eglinton, the LRT vehicles. Phuket Walk says Toronto's warming up again. I got your email, Phuket Walk. I'll reply to you. It's currently lost in a sea of about 2,000 unread emails, but I will get back to you. Sorry about that. I just haven't had time. Lisa says, Slush City? Indeed. This is Gowan. Gowan? We'll get in front and get a better look. Look at that. That's neat. As we make it to Donlands Avenue. So I just cut my planned live stream really short. I was going to go up to O'Connor and then down through the retail area of Donlands. But instead, here we are. Across the street here. That was kind of neat watching that machine do its business there. I think we can go one more block this way, and then I'll start making my way south down towards Danforth. Dieppe Park, 0.4 kilometers away. Woodbine, 2 kilometers. The Taylor Creek Trail, 2.2 kilometers. Our mix of nothing says this has been a fun adventure. Thank you. We've crossed the hour mark on the stream. Phuket Walk, member for 3 months. Thanks, bro. Stay safe out there. Thank you, Phuket Walk. Cheers to you. Thank you for being a supporter. And it looks like your wife is competing with you for views, but thank you again. I'm not announcing or committing to anything, but I think the next time I go back to Thailand, there will be a visit to Phuket. And who knows, maybe I'll go back to Krabi. It's pretty easy to get to from there. Thank you, Marquez. As we walk behind this school, I'll be at the skating rink soon. There's where people put all their doggy droppings. All right, donkey balls, take care. Lisa says, such a good Tuesday. Yeah, pretty good day. Nature doing its part to rid us of all this snow that's built up. The sewer's working overtime. I wonder. All right, we'll keep it residential for another block. We'll go south here at Lesmount. This is a very predominantly low-rise, fairly low-density residential area. Dieppe Park is where there's a hockey rink and a free skate rink. It's nice. I'll have to go there. I'm not going to be able to go there on this one, but we'll check it out in a future video or stream for sure. This is like when you lay down homes in Sim City and you just build the same thing over and over again. I'm willing to bet there were more of these. Yeah, where this house is here, I would bet everything it was one of these little triangle roof bungalows. Because there's one. You've got 1, 2, 3 was torn down. 4 is there. There might even have been a 5th one. And these might be 2 more actually. No, they're slightly different. Actually, no, the fronts of these 2 homes are the same as well. They've just been renovated over the years to have a different look to them. There's a whole row of those little bungalows. There's another one. They've all got that same little vertical window on the left. And here's another one. Again, that same vertical window on the left. Door of the porch. There's none of them on this side of the street though. Ooh. Yeah, that sunset would be pretty nice right now. But we'll head back over to Donlands. We'll conclude this adventures in East York. Look at that big puddle. Now my mind turns to what's for dinner. Yeah, I bet it's gorgeous right now at the Chester Hill Lookout. See some of the towers in the Yorkville neighborhood straight ahead. Ready, Eddie? Talking about the cool neon or retro sign at that Best Way Cleaners. Yeah, that looks straight out of the 60s. That's pretty awesome. I'm not a big fan of that more modern sign with the blue, green, yellow, and orange, but really classic font as well. As we go southbound Donlands, we're only in East York for a few more blocks, I think at Salmon Avenue. East York ends. Further to the east of here, it does dip below Danforth Avenue for a small period. If you're wondering what the heck East York is, it's a former borough of Toronto before the megacity amalgamation in the late 90s. East York was effectively its own municipality. Lisa says, dare I say spring is coming? Or it feels like it. Somebody looking out their apartment or condo is seeing some spectacular sights. Spring is coming because the earth is tilting back towards the sun and the sky is getting orange now. Well, we got a geographical smarty pants here. Thanks. I didn't know that would have been why. Apparently there's a similar reason as to why a sunrise looks very different from a sunset, even though they're effectively the same thing. It's the sun on the horizon. Here's the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. Treehouse, record, collectibles, comics, toys. tell you what, my iPhone battery is doing much better in these warmer temperatures than when it's freezing cold. We're at 44% right now. Normally, after an hour, I would be at about 25-20%. Lisa says sunrise beats the living F at a sunset in terms of awesome. No offense, sunset. Well, when I had that Airbnb condo in Thailand, we were treated to like spectacular sunsets almost every night overlooking the Gulf of Thailand. We were way up there in a high-rise with a clear view of the coast. Mind you, I never woke up to see any sunrises, but they wouldn't have been in that direction anyways. RMX of Nothing says Treehouse is amazing. Yeah, for that type of business to still be around, they have to be doing something right. There's some really odd architecture over there. It's trying to look almost Victorian, but the colors aren't right. I think it's about a story too tall for that kind of design and look. Kind of matching the style of the house next to it. You see buildings like that in suburban anywheresville. Oh, are they doing winter stations at the beaches right now, Lisa? I figured you would know about that. I feel like all my plans to record have been put on hold the past 2 weeks. We just had the snowstorms to deal with. And the TTC's been a nightmare, even more so to get out. So I've kept things relatively local. The corner shop. I'm just gonna leave these things out all year. Oh, by the way, we're back in Toronto. We're no longer in East York. We're Old Toronto. Robert says, Johnny, any coffee today? Yeah. I had a coffee after my morning smoothie, and then I had a coffee before I came out to live stream. What's the temperature? It's about -6. I think Nightbot posts the temperature every once in a while. Or -6, +6. Just felt like a nice day not to do the same old walking around busy downtown streets. Thank you, Sandra. And we are nearing Danforth. There's a school here. We walked by a school that looked kind of like this on Mount Pleasant last week during the stream. Crosswalk in action. Oop, no, they canceled it.
How are you? So Linda Adhere.
Look at the doggy. Woof, woof, woof. Johnny, did you vote yet? No, I wanted to early vote and make a video out of it, but I'll be casting my vote for not Doug Ford later this week. There's Donlands. The elevator's newly installed. It's officially an accessible station. They also opened a second entrance to it just west of here. Okay, we are here at Donlands and Danforth. There's the only cafe. DJ Belmont is here. But you know what, folks? I may or may not be going to the only cafe right now. Ulterior motive unlocked. Walk into my 6 p.m. plans. It's always good to mix business and pleasure. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our mods for their great work, Patreon supporters, channel members. Sorry we didn't quite hit the hour and 30 limit, but an hour and 20 is a healthy amount. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who sent support. Thank you, Jeanette, for fueling the meal I'm about to eat. Oh, Crazy Burger is closed. It's not like my friend is picking up some square boy to bring over to the only cafe for us to eat. You are allowed to bring takeout into there, but thank you so much, guys. Do like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. I should have a video tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. EST to premiere. But oh man. I wish we were going that direction. The sky is absolutely stunning. Speaking of stunning, there's someone who is very much not stunning, but thank you so much, guys. Stay warm, stay safe. I guess I don't have to say stay warm so much anymore. As always, I will catch you guys on the next one. Yoink!